future. This is for the future. This is to stop people, to stop the cuts, so that we have a future, our children have a future, so that the whole country doesn't go down this morning.
I think this time, this is one of our last opportunities to make a claim for our public services. Not just are we losing jobs, it reduces the availability of public services, and this is going to cost people's lives.
We believe that there's an alternative to these cuts, and we are promoting the alternative. If, for example, the 120 billion of avoided and evaded tax was lifted, it would go a long way to saving or to addressing the deficit and saving people's jobs.
Let's be very clear, the Fire Brigade Union are determined to fight every single cut. There will be no closure of any fire station without action in Northern Ireland.
I think it's important to be out here today because we all want our money back.
It's important for everybody in this country to stick up for their health and their education. Their children need education and everybody needs the health service. And if there's no money and there's no people working in it, we'll say we'll all be gone to the dogs.
I have been 61 years a member of our union and saw some changes since I joined the union in the mid-40s. I think we're starting to lose a bit of ground, and it's time we all stood together and reasserted ourselves. And that's the reason I'm here today, is to keep reminding people that they need to join together.
Well, it's clear that Northern Ireland is going to be a region that's mostly affected by the cutbacks in the Osborne budget. We're here today to start the fight back against those policies.
There's never been a time when there has been more expected from the health service, but yet conversely they're cutting at resources. They're telling people that they need to do more. They're creating expectations within the general public that we're going to be able to do more, but yet they're not necessarily putting the resources in to do it.
The notion that there are thousands of people surplus to requirement is at best the propaganda of a government that has no regard for our needs here in this part of the world. So we're out because we value our public services, we respect the people who deliver our public services, and we have every intention of continuing to fight our corner. So if the Westminster government makes an assumption that we're somehow going to roll over and accept these cuts, I have news for the Westminster government: we're absolutely not going to.
There's hard times coming, people need to fight. People need to attend these rallies and get out and support all the unions. That's what they need to be doing, because the wolf's at the door, and the government are going to bring hard times to everybody.
We were at the heart of the creation of the welfare state, at the heart of the creation of the public services. We keep it going, we make a difference, and the men and women who work in those services are the backbone of this society, and we will do whatever we have to do to fight to keep those services, keep those jobs, and keep this place afloat.
Don't worry about it. You'll have no services left, but it'll be great. No jobs, no schools, no hospitals. Don't worry about it. I'll look after it for you.
Everything's going to be all right.
It'll be great.
We're all out today for the same reason, and that's to show our disgust at the austerity cuts which the condemned government are imposing and our Northern Ireland Executive are planning to implement. People in Northern Ireland are surviving, not living, and this has been the case for many workers who haven't had an inflationary cost of living pay rise for years. It's totally unacceptable that while trade union members see jobs lost and conditions attacked, a bank which is 83% publicly owned, hasn't been regulated, and its employees are not subject to the same terms and conditions which our public sector are enduring.
We gather here today in our thousands to send a message to those who rule us and those who wish to rule us from Stormont and from Westminster. This rally has been called in solidarity with our friends and comrades across these islands, marching across London and the seats of power. If the biggest companies paid what is due and the richest 1% acted like citizens, then we would not need one single cut in the United Kingdom. Let me quote from a great working class leader, Jim Larkin: "The great are only great because we are on our knees. Let us arise, comrades." Thank you.